What is going on, everybody? Welcome back. Happy New Year, everybody. We made it to 2026, and it is a new year. Excellent progress, I think, last year as far as getting the lawn somewhat dialed in. It could use still some work. It's not gonna be perfect in 1 year, obviously. Actually, let's do a quick little recap. Actually, we first started off the year by reviewing a product, and that's how I'm starting off this year. Little surprise for you guys, actually for me in a way, but it's a good little investment I think coming up here in a minute. But let's do a quick recap. So we verticutted, laid that pre-emergent very beginning of the year, mowed, all that good stuff, fertilized, and then we aerated with all my neighbors. That was a cool video. Check that one out. Then I leveled the lawn, went to the hospital, and then from there it was pretty much coasting downhill. We just fertilized, watered, mowed, all that kind of good stuff, and then I got the core aerator. Then I aerated again. Actually, I think if I missed that in the beginning of the no, that's right. I said it with my neighbors. Duh. Aerated the second half when I got that aerator machine, and then we kind of just mowed and you know laid our products. We sprayed herbicides. We sprayed pesticides. So that's kind of broad and recap in a way. It was a very progressive year in my opinion. It was very good. Even just looking around the neighborhood, not to bash on my neighbors or anything, but walking lately this past couple of weeks, I haven't worked at all. I took some vacation time off, and walking through the neighborhoods, when it was feeling good, and people's lawns, not just, no disrespect, but people's lawns are really, not in that great of condition. And I walk by and I'm just like, geez, this is kind of how my yard looked. And then you walk to my house, and I'm not saying I have the best lawn in the neighborhood, but man, what a difference it is taking care of your lawn and actually laying some products down. Because man, it definitely has come a long way. When I first started, I was tired of looking at it, right? Like I mentioned in the beginning of my videos, and I wanted to do something about it, and here I am actually doing something about it, and the hard work does pay off, guys. I'm telling you. So come this year, same same schedule. I don't know. I think I'll verticut or aerate, or not, or dethatch. I'm sorry, dethatch, just in certain, maybe like the front, maybe like the back. But I don't think I'm going to touch this side, guys, honestly, because this side sucks. And even just walking through it, I think I'm going to mow tomorrow, because it needs a mow. It's pretty straggly. I'll show you in my demonstration, but I think that I'm going to mow tomorrow, and on this side here, I'm not necessarily going to touch this side, just because it's terrible. I could see the or not the gravel, the masonry sand that I laid. It's not thick, it's not lush, it's mud. It's a mud pit over there. So I'm like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna do the bare basic minimum on this side here, and not really touch it as well. And I'll keep up on the spray, and I'll keep up on the spray and the pesticide and all that kind of stuff. Yes, absolutely. But as far as, I don't think I'm going to core aerate. I don't think I'm going to verticut or anything on this side, on this side of the house, just because I feel like it's not really worth it in my opinion. If it was like the front areas, or even like the backyard where it was good, absolutely I would keep tabs on it. But aerating and verticutting or dethatching, I don't think I'm gonna do it. So anyways, guys, without further ado, let's take a look into what our surprise is. Had a very blessed holiday with everybody. Hope you guys did as well. Very blessed. I purchased this with my own money, over over the break, saving money, really made an investment purchase of what I felt like was a good thing. So let's go ahead and dive right into it. So without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive into it. So like I mentioned earlier in my videos, where I said that I really wanted a better spreader, and that way it'll get even coverage and really fertilize, or whatever I'm doing with the lawn, because you can tell the grid pattern that I run with the spreader. And I haven't opened it yet. This is the first time I've opened it, so we're diving. I was kind of hesitant, sorry to get off track, but I was like, oh my god, of course, the big freaking hole on the side of the box. So let's see how it goes. But anyways, so I was like, guys, I want to get a better spreader, but then like I mentioned before, I was watching some YouTubers. Shout out to you. I know you don't watch this, but if you do, you were my inspiration in a way for what I bought, and I really got to watching his videos, and I was like, you know what? He don't really the only time I really see him using granular was if he was doing a moss propaconazole, or however you say that word, and for his disease X is what I really saw him mainly only spreading that. And even then he had a handheld and he was even doing that, and I don't ever see him use a spreader, and he only does liquids. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm going to do that. That way, and it makes sense because his lawn is lush and beautiful, but he overseeds like every other day. Just kidding. He overseeds and does all that. Me, I'm just working with what I got, because with Bermuda, you can't really seed it in a way. From what I see online, of forum pages and everything, you can't really seed it, and you kind of either just got to sod it and hope you got the right kind of Bermuda, and then and that's kind of really about it, because or plug it, and other than that, it's kind of what I have to work with. And cool season to warm season is way different too, as well. There's a whole different ball game, because out here in Texas it gets 105 degrees every other day. Here we are. I'm almost about to honestly use it. We're going to do a demonstration later on. I was like, man, it's like I'm almost about to start laying some fertilizer because like the whole like next 7 days is like almost hitting 80 degrees. Like yesterday, I think it was 80 degrees, and here we are in the beginning of January in winter. So anyways, guys, sorry for me to ramble on, but yes. So my investment for me is I decided to get. Good. The side of the box didn't get damaged. Good. But I decided to get me a Flowzone, guys. I've done a lot of research to see which one I wanted. I think if I end up getting another sprayer, I think I will go with the Petra and get the HD 4000, I think it is. But in the meantime, I talked to my pest buddy down the street, and all he recommends is Flowzone. So if it's good for them, it's good for me. And even with the other guy, he does watch, or he does have the Petra, which I think if I ever get another one, maybe like one for like herbicide, and like one for pesticide, and then one, and then maybe like the or maybe just for the killers, pesticide, herbicide, and then one for fertilizers and PGRs, plant growth regulators, or whatever the case may be. So one for good, one for bad. So that way there really isn't that much cross contamination. But anyways, guys, so I ended up buying this with my own money, like I said earlier. No sponsorship, no nothing. Saved up for it, and instead of buying the spreader, I ended up buying this because I can get way more use out of this. So I ended up buying the Typhoon series, because the other one is a Cyclone, which is just a shade or so as far as like PSI rating and flow rate and everything. It's a lot lower, but I think with this one, I'm going to just I would much rather have more than I need and never use it, then let's say with the other one, I'm using it at the max and overloading the spreader, then then vice versa, or vice versa. So I'd rather much dial it up and use more than I need, need more than I need, than use this, then max out the other one, and I'm powering the sprayer for more than it needs to, in a way, from what I believe. So I ended up just getting this one. I probably will use it on the lowest setting, because I did notice that the variations of psi to gallons per minute also is a little bit different. As far as this one, it says here, um, control pests, feed your plants, dominate weeds, fight fungus and mold, apply sealant, solvents, and stains, clean and degrease surfaces. So this is what I bought, guys. I am definitely excited, because it's, in my opinion, gonna make the lawn look lush, look green, get even applications, and really make the lawn look good. With the granular, I think you have to invest in a better one, in my opinion. And with the low one that I have, it doesn't really necessarily cut it, in my opinion. You could tell in the videos, you could see the grid patterns and everything. So I was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna turn away from granulars and go to liquids. So, and then even too, I'm gonna see what all the hype is about. And I already got some liquid fertilizer, neighbor's envy. See a lot of good stuff about it online, and whatever people use. So I'm gonna use this up and really see how it goes for the applications. Like the first applications, it says like use 18 ounces, and then the following application, it's only 8 ounces. It's only 8 ounces. So I guess you're gonna punch it real good, with the application, and then kind of spoon feed it. And then it says mix 8 ounces with a gallon of water per 1,000 square foot. And then so it even says here, uh, can be applied at any time during the active growing season for a darker lawn in 7 to 14 days. So if it goes to 14 days, let's say, at 8 ounces, I think I might spoon feed it this year, guys, and maybe do it every weekend, depending on my time. If I have enough time and everything, um, I think I'm going to spoon feed it every weekend at 4 ounces, and really get the product down, is what my opinion is. So that's what I'm going to be doing, guys. Got me some fertilizer, got me the sprayer, whatever you want to say. Let's I'm gonna get this battery charged up. Let's go ahead and take a look and see what comes in the box. All right, let's go ahead and take a look and see what comes in the box. I haven't opened it. Like I said, this is you and me we're doing this together. This is our first time opening all this stuff. Nicely packaged. All right, first thing up on top, looks like we have our battery. It's an 18-volt lithium-ion 5.2 AH battery. Now that's also why too I ended up buying this one, and that's what I've noticed a lot about tools and dethatchers or Ryobi products or whatever. You really spend the money for the batteries, in my opinion. Because even at the Cyclone, I think it was like a 2.5 AH, if I'm not mistaken. It was somewhere like that. It wasn't more, in my opinion. And with the Typhoon, you got the bigger battery. So that's also why too I chose this product instead of the other one, because it just came with a bigger battery too as well. Because even though my lawn isn't that much bigger, it's always nice to have the bigger battery. Because even like the like when I dethatch, I run the two 1.5 AH batteries. I knocked those ones out first, and then once those ran out, then I charged them, and then I brought out the big boys, the 4 AHs, and those ones really did a number as far as time and everything. So really, important to get bigger batteries. So that's also why I chose this one as well too. Comes charged halfway, it looks like. So that's cool. But I think in the directions, I think it, because I've already looked at the directions and everything. I think in the directions, I think it said fully charge it before you use it. We also got the charger, coming with the charger. Looks like we got some straps. This looks like the hose. Man, there's a little hose. I guess not. I guess when it's behind you. So if it's behind me, oh yeah, that should be plenty. So we got the hose. Nice heavy duty QD, you know, kind of bolted down. Good strap. Backpack, it looks like. I also see him compare the straps too as well, and the backpack, and he said that the Flowzone was actually more comfortable. So looks like we got our wand. Looks straight. Wasn't damaged in the shipping process, so that's good. And that's it, guys. And we got our backpack. Nice lettering on the side. You can see how much you have. Looks like man, see, why does everything have to be always so difficult? Why can't they just say gallons? Got it in half a liter, and 1.5 liters. Oh, the other side? Oh, duh. There we go. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 gallons. There you go. So there you go, guys. Backpack, strap, wand, hose, battery, charger. I'm gonna look at the directions, guys, and I think. Oh, here it is. Yeah, actually, right here. Duh. Although the battery comes partially charged, it is a good idea to fully charge the battery before the first operation. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna charge this battery, and then I think since I was doing it before with the pump sprayer, I have about, you know, just over two 2,200 square foot lot of land, and I was doing about a gallon per thousand, and I could easily cover it. So, but with, you know, that's a pump sprayer, and it's really not pushing out that much product. So I think with this, even though I'm still going to do the the 2,000. So like on the Neighbor's Envy, it was, what was it, 8 ounces per thousand. So if I do 16 ounces per 2,000, and then I fill it up to the 2 gallon mark, I'm cutting it pretty tight in my opinion, because I feel like this thing is really gonna push out product. So I think I'm going to do 3 gallons. I'm gonna do 3 gallons, and that way I know hopefully that everything will get coverage, and that's what I'm going to do today. I'm not gonna put any product in there. I'm not gonna waste product. I'm just gonna fill it up with water and see. And I'm gonna put on the lowest setting, like I mentioned. I'll put on the lowest setting, like I mentioned, and just run the yard as if I were to spray it. Go from there, because you know I want to test it first before I just jump into there and be like, oh yeah, three gallons, yeah, that's good. And then, you know, here I am, and then, man, I did the whole back and half the side, and I went through 3 gallons already. So yeah, I might even just go 4 gallons, honestly, if it comes down to it, because if I need to lay down product, I need to lay down product. So, and I would much rather get even coverage and make sure I finish than have to be like, man, what did I do, 1,000? You know, did I do a only 1,000 feet, or you know, 1,000, you know, whatever, and you know, only 1,000 feet per 4 gallons, you know, and then I'm like, you know, what am I doing here? So I think to test it out first is what I'm going to do, guys. So I'm gonna get this thing charged up. I'm gonna hook it up. Let's get it together, and let's go from there. All right, so let's go ahead and put it together. I also forgot to mention, went over the main parts, but I also forgot to say that it did come with the handheld pew pew part here, and then the nozzles as well too. See a couple washers in there. I haven't opened it. It looks vacuum sealed, or they sealed the bag, but comes with looks like the 45, and then this is like a 0% where it just shoots out water. And then this brass one is an adjustable one. That's pretty cool. I like that idea. I think I'm going to use the 45 though, because I think that's the one that would spray normally or whatever. You know, or not normally, but you know, it look like it's not an adjusted and it's just a fit. You know, kind of like a fan, kind of like that, and it just gets even coverage. So forgot to mention that, but it does come with all that stuff too as well. All right, so let's go ahead and put this backpack on. Man, I saw when I was looking at their website, they had a really cool harness to mount it, like on the wall or something, like or in like the pest guys or whoever. They, you know, they could just hook it on the back of their truck or nail it in the wall or screw it in the wall, and then that way, you know, like you don't have to put it on the floor or anything. It was kind of pricey though. I don't know if I'm gonna buy it or not, but who knows. But that was a really cool idea. All right, so it looks like it's gonna go like this. Got your little tab here. We're just gonna push it through, put the handle up, put the other side in. Now I'm kind of a DIY guy, so I'll figure it out myself first, and then if I can't figure it out, then I'll break out the handy dandy notebook. So it looks like that's how you do the top. And it looks like, let's see here. Looks like the straps. That's kind of weird. So it looks like these clips will clip down here. And I guess maybe I should have done that first. Loosen it a little bit. Give you all this slack from the bottom piece right here, right? All this, but it looks like they sew it or glue it. Yeah, they sew it to here. It's like, well, why don't you just cut it off so you don't have anything hanging out? I guess maybe I'll figure that out in the long run. Oh, man, they make it not that big of a fit, which is a good thing because you kind of really don't want this thing to move around or so while you're wearing it. And now let's just strap it together. There. Seems pretty good. See how she fits. Oh, see? I think the part that I said was sewn to the thing. I think that's this. So that makes sense. Ta-da! Nice grip handle. Looks like we got our sprayer. Or we got it strapped up. All right, let's see how she works. And you get it flush to the back. Can you guys see that? Get it flush. Then let's tighten this bad boy down. And I guess if you want, I guess for the hard worker guys, I might use it too. Why not? Get the, I guess this would be the side belt part. Get it all hooked up and see how it feels. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ooh man, we are in business. Man, feels good. Straps feel comfortable. Now it's not no water or anything in it yet, but feels pretty good. Padding is nice. Nice and soft. Side padding on here too. It's pretty good. This is just so it don't fall back probably, you know, like you're out rigging a backpack in the safari desert or something, you know. Yeah, guys. Then I guess the last thing to do is to hook up the one. It's nice too. I don't know what side it is. I can't see. I gotta unhook it, but it's got a nice holster part right here or on this side. I don't know. I can't tell. For the one to sit in, not like this one. I gotta break it down every time. And the pump spray, I think like for that, that would be good. Like if I'm running some Roundup or something, like with the glyphosate or something, you know, just to kill off something bad or whatever. That's good there, in my opinion. If you're trying to, in my opinion, if you're trying to get into lawn care, I would highly. I mean, I haven't used it yet, but from what I see, is what I mean. This is why I bought this instead of a spreader. I would invest in a backpack sprayer, battery powered, whatever the case may be. That's what I would invest in, and that's what I did. So here we are, guys. I think that's it for now. I can't really do anything until the battery's charged, so I'm gonna let that battery charge out. We'll put all this together. We'll go outside, fill it up with water, and do a test, walk around and see how much water I need per se, and I think the setting is on this side. I think I got it too tight. I can't even I can't even turn around or do anything with this thing, but I can loosen up if I want to, but it's just to get a feel for it. Yeah, that feels better there. Just to loosen it up a little bit, kind of made it a little bit better. So, anyways, guys, that's enough for me. I'm gonna let the battery charge. I see that it's on 4. I think 4 out of the 5. So we're getting there. I'm gonna let that charge up, and I will see you guys soon. All right, we are all charged up. We got a full battery. We are all done. Now, I took it apart off camera and wanted to kind of see the organization of it a little bit and the insides and everything. And it has a nice funnel cone. Uh, Maybe if the stuff gets a little clumpy, doesn't clog up your spreader, which is cool. Then I found the the holster part of it, or whatever you want to say, for the wand, all the components for it. And then I realized I haven't opened it yet, but in the bag there was 2 screws and a couple of nuts for the hardware or something. And I was like, I wonder what this could be for. But then it makes sense. It's actually for this. There's a little tension screw hole part of it right there, and it'll screw in there. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I think it goes. It's a tight little fit. This obviously is going to be the bottom to hold it in place. Then I see here it was a pretty tight fit. I guess some assembly will be required, minus the harness, but that's okay. That's cool. Very, very nice product here, guys. That one was a lot more easier. That, I don't know. I'll put it in the video, but that was a lot easier than this one. It clicks right into place. You heard it click. That was nice. There's even on the plastic slide part of the unit, or whatever you want to call this. It is there's some holes for the top one here for the wand. So it looks like it'll only go in one way. So I guess right, technically. Because as you can see here, you have the neck piece right here. Yeah, I guess you'll have the head and then the neck piece. The neck piece and the slide part on the unit here. There's some holes that the screw will go into. Unlike this one is just going to go straight down, and then it's just going to go underneath there. So that's the way that'll lock in. Now the one, so now I was really wanting, honestly, the Ego backpack sprayer, because I have Ego products. I have the the batteries for it, but it seemed like they kind of had a flaw or something in their design or something. I don't know what it was, but it seemed like they kind of discontinued it, which was kind of unfortunate because I like Ego products. And the one thing that really got my eye for that was it was ambidextrous. It was the port for the hose was in the middle, like maybe like right on the bottom here or like right here. And you can, it's nice for ambidextrous people because I'm left-handed. And what I dislike about, even in the pew pew world, everything is right-handed and I'm left-handed, so it's really unfortunate that they don't make left-handed sprayers, because it would be nice, because being left-handed, You know, that's what I use. I use my left hand. I don't use my right hand. So to use, I mean, it's going to be a trial by error thing. I'm not, you know, I'm not bagging on it, but that's just one thing that I noticed about this sprayer already is that it's mainly intended for right-handed people. Then to tighten it down, it looks like you will need a 7/8 inch wrench. Looks like it's just a tad bit short or too big, but it'll get the job done. Let me, I think I'll use some channel locks. Okay, looks like the hose, little kink, anti-kink piece right here. That's nice. Looks like it'll be just fine the way the hose moves, so that's good. All right, guys. Last piece, very cool. QD, quick disconnect. Put it in, locks into place. Same thing for your tips. This looks like the 45, the one that I was talking about. And this will be your zeros. You have the big, just straight hole. And then this is an adjustment brass. So I'm going to use the fan one. Now all I'm doing here is just adjusting the tip part here, that kind of port that sticks out. I'm adjusting that because when I spray it, I'm going to have it in front of me. And it was up and down like this, spraying out of it, but I want it like this. So I'm just adjusting it just a little bit, very tight. So be very careful with it. I can always adjust it later, but that looks good. Because all we're doing right now is testing it anyways. Who cares? There you go, guys. Then I think all you can do is just, when you're not using it, there you go. And you can tighten it up later, leave it how it is, but there you go. Let's go ahead and test this out. I'm excited. These straps are look pretty nice. They feel pretty good. Very nice unit, guys. I think it's going to be a great addition to our lawn care system. Highly recommend so far this product. It looks very well built, very heavy duty. I can't think anything else right now until I try it out. Let's go ahead and get it going. I'll see you guys in the lawn. First things first, we need some water. I'm going to fill it up to 3 gallons. No, let's do 2 gallons. I'm going to fill it up to 2 gallons. And let's just see if my initial test of what I need will be right. I think I'll go, there's a little line here, I think that's for a third or maybe 25%. I'll go to the 25% just because I have 2,200 square foot. This is what I need right here as far as how much water I need. You guys see that? I am right just to that point of the 2 gallon mark, just above it. Now, one thing that was cool about Flowzone too, but it's, I mean, I could use it if I want to, but if I had the tool only option, but they had little adapters that you can put, you know, if you have DeWalt, I think I saw DeWalt, Milwaukee, I think Ryobi was one of them. They have little adapter kits and you can use your own batteries if you wanted to. I thought that was pretty cool. But since I'm just going to use their battery, snaps into place nice. Now I don't know how to turn it on. Ah. Okay, so zero is off, and then whenever you're ready, all you do is just turn it to what you need, and you can see so I don't know if you saw the hose move, but it's all under pressure. It even says right here, max working pressure is 300 psi, so that it's under pressure. I guess that's probably why it's for, you know, for a battery sprayer, but that's cool. So it's all under pressure. It's ready to go. Got a full battery. It's on. Let's go ahead and get this sprayed. All right, so first of initial test. Got it all hooked up. Man, this thing is heavy, honestly. I can see why you need like the chest strap that I don't even have hooked up. I think even normally it said that this thing weighs 14 pounds in general. So it's like, man, then you add water to it. This thing probably weighs like 30 pounds. I can see why you need all this strap and everything. So, but it's cool. So let's see if it works. Woo-hoo-hoo. You guys see that? Woo-hoo-hoo. Man, we are flowing now. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm going to act like I'm spraying. I'm spraying the yard for fertilizer, for pesticide, whatever. What I'm mainly doing, guys, is I'm testing to see if how much water I have on a normal application is good enough with the backpack sprayer. So that's what I'm testing, guys. Let's go ahead and get it going. All right, guys, so it died out on me right here. I could see it that it's going. See, it's starting to. If I think the port is on my right side here, and you can hear it drain. So, and I was walking pretty fast. So I think what I'm gonna do with my initial test is, honestly, I think I'm gonna fill up the 4 gallons, in my opinion. Because if I just burn through 2.25 gallons, I still have the side strip to do, the other side strip to do, and this whole side right here too, on the other side of the house, up to the fence. So that's kind of how I work. I kind of work it in a circle, and I still have this portion kind of where I'm standing, a little bit up in the front right there, and all of that, like I just mentioned. So I even think that 3 gallons won't even do it. Maybe 3.5. I think that would be fine. But I'm gonna go ahead. I filled it up right now with another 2 gallons, so that would be 4 gallons total. So that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna finish up this little section and finish up what I got with this 2 gallon, and that should be enough. So let's go ahead and get it finished. All right, guys, so I just finished spraying and I still have it on, as you can see. I wanted to see how much I need, or I'm sorry, how much I have left. So I'm gonna take this off, and I'm hoping that, honestly, man, I think I bought the wrong one, in my opinion. I think I should have bought maybe the Cyclone, because everything was just very less more, and this is a great unit. I mean, honestly, so far I'm very impressed with how it performed and everything. And if the Cyclone is just the same but a little bit less powerful, and that means I can get my products out, I think maybe that's what I'm going to do, honestly, because I don't know if, because this is on the lowest setting, and I just don't know if it's the right one, because I don't want to just burn through products and then I'm just wasting product, you know. So as of right here, oh wait, let me check the other side. Okay, that's actually not that bad. I probably could have gotten a little bit more coverage, a little bit more spray, because I'm just shy of a gallon. So in total, I probably used about three, maybe about three, almost 3.05 gallon, you know, something weird, like something like that. I think, yeah, just it's just shy of that gallon. So I think, I don't know, man, honestly. I think I might talk to my buddy and ask him, because that's what I mean. I mean, I'm on the lowest setting, and I just don't want to necessarily go too fast, and then I might miss coverage. You know, I guess I should just probably return it. Honestly, it has nothing to do with the sprayer. Don't get me wrong; it has nothing to do with the sprayer. I think it's just too powerful for my needs, in my opinion. I think the way I walked and everything, I think it just pushed too much product, in my opinion. Even, you know what I'm gonna do? Sorry guys, off camera. I think I'm gonna fill it 3 gallons, because it's still just water. It's all it is, just water. I think I'm just gonna fill it up for 3 gallons, and I'm gonna run it the way I normally would and go from there. You got the idea of what I was doing. I don't need to show you the other half. So I think that's what I'm gonna do, guys. Hang tight. I'll be right back, okay? All right, guys. So I just ran the second test with 3 gallons, and yes, I think unfortunately it's too powerful for what I'm looking for. I'm just not walking fast enough. I don't know, but I feel like, I mean, I'm sweating. You know, I'm sweating right now with just by doing that little bit, you know, and when I'll do a comparison right here. This will be the Typhoon, and then this will be the Cyclone here, and they're gallons per minute, and the psi and all that. It's a little bit less, and honestly, I think that's what I need. I think I don't know why they, for the Typhoons like this, they it's recommended for pest control people, and it needs higher output or so. I mean, I don't know. But as far as what I'm going to be using it for, with herbicide, fertilizer, stuff like that, I think not in my uh, arsenal for this one. But although I will say, beautiful machine though, honestly, beautiful machine. Didn't have not one leak. I didn't, you know, my, it's only just because I'm sweating, but no leak from the handle, no leak from here. It was a beautiful machine. The only thing is that it's just too powerful in my opinion. So I put 3 gallons in, and ideally I think 3 gallons would be perfect for me, just because like I mentioned before, that I have about, you know, 2,200 square foot lot, and if it's about, and the way they calculate it is every 1,000 feet or 1,000 square foot. So if I have 22 or so, I should be putting about 2.5 gallons of water to get enough coverage for me to be done. And even when I have the pump sprayer, even with the pump sprayer, I still have plenty of, maybe just because the pressure isn't so high, and that's what I'm looking for. But when I video, I still have, I still go over the lawn, like I do from pretty much from the fence to the fence, and then from the back, and then from the fence to the fence in the front, and I get 2 applications from there. And that's a gallon sprayer. It's a gallon sprayer, and and you know, per 1,000 square foot, I mean, it's relatively to what I have. And I think that's pretty accurate there. This, however, I feel like it's just a little too powerful for me. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to return it, but I have honestly no cons for this. Honestly, the straps seem very heavy duty. I love the little clip thing. I guess the only thing is I just don't know how to holster it when I'm not using it. I guess maybe I just gotta figure it out myself. I don't know, but for the most part, I just don't know how, because I'm always kind of just holding it instead of like how it is right here. I can holster it and put it away in a way, and move my phone and close the gates, or whatever I need to do. And but as far as any cons, like, yeah, I got nothing, guys. As far as positives, I mean, I think it's a great machine. That's what I mean. And no leaks, very heavy duty. You can just tell of the quality while you're spraying it. It seems like it spreads evenly. Uh, Other than that, man, I got nothing. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Sorry for me rambling on, but it is a new year. Happy New Year again to you guys. Hope you guys had a great holiday. Let's make this one the best year yet. Let's get our lawn into good shape. Always hit that like, subscribe, share button. Appreciate the guys. Appreciate the support, and I will catch you guys in the next video.
Bare basic lawns where the green grass grows, East Texas skies and a gentle breeze blows.
How boring is that?